So if you know me personally, you would know, and from online conversations, I've had amazing discussions online, talking to people of every identity. And everybody knows that in the end, if you strip us down to the bare minimum, we're all the same, right? So I want to put out there, why are we still crying over things that we, one, can't change, or two, that we just feel like we need an identity that deeply to be a part of something, right? So, on every side you're gonna have extremists, from black pride to white pride.
We are so powerful. I'm gonna need you to repeat after me. We are so powerful. We are so powerful.
Left politics to right politics. It seems like we're always fighting each other on a level, from left to right. But I need to ask, why are we looking at people on the same level of us? In the end, no matter who I sit next to in a bar, no matter who I sit next to or who I teach, we're all just typical people that need simplistic happiness. We all just want to feel a bit of love, compassion, have our own little life and live happily in that life. So why are we fighting each other on this line that we're all set out on, instead of fighting up and down the ladder? Why aren't we fighting those with mass power, wealth and greed, who live a life of pure comfort, who now look down on yourself and I as nothing, as clear numbers, consumers, buy, you're part of the rat race, make sure you purchase this new thing that's coming out. So why aren't we looking at the top people, and then us on the just below middle level? There are people lower than us. Right now in Somalia, with the biggest humanitarian crisis happening, yet we won't care because it's not in our country. It's not a part of our social identity. So we'll let them suffer. Bye. Down the river you go. But even in our country, even in your town, you know there are people suffering, people that just need a bit of compassion and time. Maybe instead look to the rich, those with powers and benefits, and aid those that need it in your local community. Then we spread out maybe. That's a good idea, right? If you've ever been in a situation of struggling, you know how important it is to have compassion. Now, this is not to undermine those that fight for reason. To anyone that's gone out and shouted and given your voice out, as long as it's sensible and not too deluded, you're some of the bravest people. Those that are on Facebook when the Ukraine war, myself now in Poland teaching, meeting some of the refugees, those are just change your little profile banner to a Ukrainian flag. Especially companies that are worth billions with mass profits, don't just put a little Ukrainian flag on things, actually contribute. So for those of you that do protest, that do shout and you fight for what you truly believe in, that is great. It takes bravery and that is what creates change. But as a mass, as a whole, even this morning, finished a couple of lessons here in Poland. I asked people about their local protests here in Poland. From the banning of abortions to the media restrictions that are here, the government that is not working with the EU, that could potentially have Poland kicked out of the EU, in which it could be Russia's next target. But even the students I was teaching today, they understood that all these typical pointless things that we fight over, especially in America as well, the abortion ban. It's 2022 and we're fighting over the idea of having abortions or not. This, and thank God that a lot of people realize it, this and so many other protests, which I would even class Black Lives Matter as, is a distraction so that those in power keep you on the floor squabbling about yourself. Keep them arguing, keep going at each other's throats, whilst we live in pure comfort and power and we can feed you guys as we wish. Kanye West, someone I don't care for his music, I don't care for his mindset, but the uproar of him wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, the uproar of this because people have put so much meaning into the protest and what they've been told it means. Despite the idea of the owner of it now living 3 mansions in a white neighborhood. Doesn't make sense. But again, people's uproar for Kanye to say White Lives Matter. If you had so much comfort in yourself, like everyone should, have some true love and compassion for yourself and other people, you'll realize that your race doesn't mean fuck all. Your race doesn't mean absolutely anything. Your religion, your politics doesn't mean fuck all. Whatever side you're on, it doesn't mean anything. Instead, people should be valued for the actions they take for other people, the good that you do for those with less. This should be the core thing that humanity runs on, because if not, that is where humanity will fail, because it's all me, my life matters. I could be protesting as a white guy, ginger dreadlocks, the white ginger lives matter. Does it matter? Actually, even with that, does it even matter if I get to live a level of comfort? Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Look for those below us. Start at the very bottom, the people that are suffering in poverty. Then let's work up that ladder. Until you and I have a life where you don't have to work 5 days a week in a job you don't enjoy. Then we start moaning about the typical things. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. If you don't agree, that is completely fine. Please comment below your opinions. Otherwise, fight for what is right on a simplistic happiness level. Don't ever think about you and identity and what you want to be a part of, what group, what tribalistic mindset. Just find simplistic happiness. I'll repeat this for the many, many years. Otherwise, come out your shell. Cheers for watching, like and subscribe. Bye.